Hi, I'm Greg from RVHaulers. One of the options that my customers consider when they are outfitting or optioning their RV haulers is a deer bumper or a moose bumper, sometimes called a grill guard. The reason that we think about these bumpers at all is really some of us like the looks of them, and another primary reason that we look at them is for the insurance purpose. If you were to strike a deer while traveling down the highway, or an antelope or a smaller animal, it will actually cause sometimes about $5,000 worth of damage to your RV hauler. What will happen is a headlight, certainly fog lights, and a section of perhaps your grill or lower bumpers will get damaged. And this grill alone is over $800. This headlight is $500. Fog light, $200. Then we start to look at all these fiberglass or fiberglass reinforced products or plastics that are in these corners of the hood and the lower bumper, and it gets really expensive to fix. Your paint job, your labor can really get up to $5,000 or more very quickly. So what we look to do instead is we look to put on a bumper protection device. And they come in different qualities. They start at what I would call a deer bumper. So this is the light duty. This is not going to stop a moose or a cow or an elk or a horse or something that might be on the highway, but it will definitely protect your truck from a deer strike or a smaller animal. This is what we would call a deer bumper. Now they come in two heights. This one is a little bit taller, a little bit more expensive, but many of them will start from this lower edge and go up to about here. If you spend a little bit more, you can get a taller profile one. So this is what we would call a deer bumper. And if you look in behind the scenes, you'll see the quality. So if you come a little bit closer, if we look at the size of the aluminum that's here, this angle, and especially if you look down here at how it attaches to the truck, it's moderately strong. What this does is the original factory bumper of the truck stays in place, and this goes into a tow hook position. So it's very fast to put on and take off. They quickly fold down out of the way to open up your hood. But this is the least expensive solution. Now let's look at one that's more of a hybrid. This is what I would call a moose bumper in our industry. And if you start to look at the strength and the quality of the materials, you'll see that, man, we're really starting to get into some heavy products, really big mechanisms for lowering the bumper down. And in this case, although this bumper still goes into these receiver pockets right here, it also has huge support structure underneath here that goes right to the frame. So this is what I would call a moose bumper. So again, this is the next step up. This is in between the high end, which I'll show you in a moment, and the deer bumper, which we just looked at. But you can see that it's definitely going to protect the headlights, the hood, and the lower structure of the truck in the event of an animal strike. Now here is the top of the line. Definitely a moose bumper. And when you look at this one, you'll see that it's quite a few $1,000s more, because the bumper, the factory bumper that used to be back in here, has been replaced by this aluminum. This is beefy. This is a very large bumper. These are getting into the $7,000 plus, especially installed prices. The material is much more a thick wall when it comes to the pipes. You'll see that it's not just pipes, but it's got some beautiful angled pieces, a lot of custom components, and man, they look pretty sharp. I'm Greg from RV Haulers. If you have any questions about our RV hauler conversions, please contact us on our website. We have all our contact information there. If you have any comments about what you've seen or questions about these bumper options and protection systems, please use the comments down below in YouTube. I'd like to answer those as quick as I can, or shoot us an email or give us a call anytime. I'm Greg from RV Haulers. Here's our website, and thanks for watching.